Welcome back to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. Once again, little off segment commenting here, and a good deal. We are in the Auto Club Famoso Raceway segment, and as usual, Blake Bowser is in.
We should make the show the in between
the in between stuff.
That
the
should
in
be our
between
show.
break should be the show. We just talk about a variety of stuff. And we were
Whatever
talking
comes
about
up,
were
comes up.
50-50s and how
we
of-
can
how
do
you
it
can do them legally.
Yeah.
In the lovely state of California anymore, where it's hard to do anything legally. So,
Yeah.
most populous state in the world, most regulated state.
I know it.
In the nation.
A lot of folks still want to come here, though. So
It's the weather.
yeah, well,
I always tell my kids, I've got some kids in Missouri, and my daughter lives in Nashville. She goes, "It's never sunny here."
Yeah.
She says, "It's not Bakersfield sunny." She says, "It's raining." I said, "Well, then it clears." She goes, "Yeah, but then it's cloudy." She says, "It's just not Bakersfield sun."
yeah.
So, and people harp on Bakersfield in the valley, but
know.
hey.
And then when it's
state
100 and
base-
something for 12 days in a row, we all want to
We
get out of
all
here.
want to get out of here, but it's pretty
Grass is
nice
always
here.
greener, right?
March, April, May,
Yeah, pretty nice.
October, November, December. Pretty
I'm
good
all for
months.
March being the most perfect month out of the
Yeah,
year.
so there's millions of people here because California doesn't have a lot of weather.
No, you're right.
Mediterranean.
You're right.
So that's why we love it here. So you guys are off again.
We didn't
this
come here to
weekend.
discuss weather,
No, we
so.
came here to discuss what's going on at Auto Club Famoso Raceway, which is right now kind of the doldrums of the summer, I guess.
Due to the weather, this is our kind of our time that we sort of lay back a little bit and prepare for the fall. We actually do quite a bit in August, which you'd think we would do a little more in July, but August really can be pretty nice. July is usually our tough month. We know it's going to be hot in July.
You know it's going to be
August,
hot.
you can get a break.
August, sometimes you'll start getting some night coolness.
You start seeing hints of fall coming.
So if you have events that go into the night, sometimes it starts cooling down, especially late August, as any dove hunter will tell you.
Yep.
It's liable to dip into the 60s. If it dips into the 50s, it's And everybody's saying okay, but dove hunters are going, oh no, the birds are moving.
Yeah.
So it's that late August thing where you really start seeing a bit of a transition.
Yeah. So we're a little quiet. We do have an event next Saturday, the 15th, our third street tuner of the year. We did one in May, June. Now we're doing one in July. We'll have one more in August and September. So
and
look
I
at that.
found a few
Schedule's up.
street tuners, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. because the street guys like to run at night. And besides that, it's cooler at night.
It cools off.
It's going to cool off. You know, at 10 o'clock at night, it's going to be pretty good out there, especially if you can get a little bit of a breeze.
Right.
Then you can come back with August 5th on the Red List Series, which is a big deal.
It really has turned into a happening. I mean, it's Jesse personally, Jesse Uwuji we're talking about, and he puts on that event 3 times a year at our track and races on the K&N Series.
Right, K&N West Series, yes.
Yeah.
Races in
Used
that
to be
series.
the Southwest Tour, I think it was. That same thing? I'm
I think he's always been
anyway,
the
he
K&N
races
West
in that
Series,
level.
but he races in that. And
up and down the valley here.
And the Red List group, interesting, we'll talk about briefly, is a lot of money for various stuff like running on your dial-in or running on your index.
He really it's you make time runs all night. There's no elimination process, nothing like that. So it's a great chance just to run your car, and then if you're consistent enough, you'll get awards for it. He also has a car show. And,
a car show.
It's just
and
a fun night to hang out.
An easy, no pressure night just to take
just come
laps
make
down
your
the
runs.
drag strip.
Yeah.
And
it's really a lot of fun. So so those two obviously are at night. We'll run those into the evening, and then take a weekend off because we have to go to Boise for the night fires. That's in the second weekend of August, and we'll come back and do 2 more, including ANRA.
I put up a few slides here these aren't from a Red List group, but I try to find some of the stuff that
But
we're
it's
out there.
typical of what you'll find.
These are street cars that
Yes.
these are various races. Some of them are from the Red List group.
Yes.
And you never know what you're going to find out there.
Right.
We've got a Mercedes.
Yeah.
We've got a
We
Corvette.
got a Corvette. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a Porsche.
Do we have a Porsche?
Yeah, we have a Porsche
we've
here
had
again.
Bugattis, and
we
there's
got
a Mustang.
the nice new Mustang again. And this is from an import race, which is the type of cars you're going to probably get for your street tuner, a lot of that type of stuff, right?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Really, the street tuner, we really like them to be street driven, street legal. They don't have to be tagged and street legal, but we like them to be able to.
Street legal, but that doesn't mean you can't come out and put slicks on
You could do
them.
some modifications to it when you get out there, sure.
If you're just starting out, quite often you got a street car,
right?
And you go out there, and in the trunk you got your jack.
Yep.
And you got a couple of slicks. You jack your car up. You put your racing slicks on.
Yep.
You go down the track.
Right.
Back to what I used to do.
Yeah.
And then you
take out the passenger seat and do whatever else.
You know what I mean?
Unload some weight.
Unload some weight.
Yeah.
And then put your street tires back on it. Then
drive
drive her home.
Yeah.
You've had a good day.
And some guys do the slicks in the front. So
Well, for obvious reason, because that's where the power is going.
that's where it's at.
Which is, I'm still, although it's been around for years and years, seeing
front wheel drive
front wheel burnouts are just still bizarre to me in drag racing.
Yeah, it's fun to see still.
So you've got that stuff coming up.
Yeah, we're looking forward to and then obviously we get into fall, and it's August starts it. We go August, September, October, just nonstop, and we're pretty sure that Butch is gonna back his the event that he had to postpone due to the weather. We're looking at November now, so we're gonna have us a nice.
As you said, he's got the nostalgia classes, so you have to look around other nostalgia races, hot rod heritage,
and the juniors,
and then he's got the juniors, which throw the really monkey wrench in there because as Butch says, he wants it to be a family affair, and a lot of these drivers
and not conflict with anybody else, which is really good about being concerned with other tracks and their schedule, the racer schedules.
On Anner, you've got a lot of father, daughter, mother, son, family teams running together in both the big cars and the little cars.
And they race Summit Series, they race the Heritage Series as well as ANRA, so they really have to, there's not a lot of options out there when you go to pick up a makeup date for something like that. So, but we're settling on something in November, we think, so it'll be cool.
Well, that's a good deal. And you said what's ongoing out there, you're going to go to Boise for the Night Fire Nationals. Is that a good race? If anybody ever wants to get up there and maybe take a little vacation, catch drag racing, would you suggest that area?
I'd move there in a heartbeat if I could. If the ocean was there, I'd be there now. But I got to go to the ocean once in a while. I got to see the edge of the world, so to speak. Yeah. But no, that area up there is great, and a great family-run drag strip, and the cars are hauling there. They run a lot of different racing events there, and it's family-run, family-operated, but the same crew has worked there for a long time. They're just a really neat bunch of people, and clean facility and good food and just a fun place to hang out.
And is that part of their they have their big bracket race that same weekend too?
Yeah, the Bracketeer.
That's their
big Bracketeer. Krista, I know,
Sudan
has been there.
Won that a couple years ago, like $5,000.
A lot of our bigger hitters in bracket racing go there every year for that. So that's
a lot of local presence at that race in Boise.
Yeah, because it's a payout each day, and then it's a cumulative championship for the weekend, and they get Wallies and all that. It's a pretty big deal. It's really a good deal. I believe Saturday's a $10,000 payout in their best class, their higher class,
Super Pro or whatever their top class is out there. So a good deal.
It's a lot of fun.
So you've got that, and you've got work going on in the tower.
Yeah, we were getting ready. We're going to do a little concrete. Had some concrete crews out and giving us some quotes on putting a little concrete work out there, and just going to get on it. So we're got a lot of things happening actually. Some modifications taking place so we can handle the Cackle Fest back down the return road.
Is that putting in some K-rail or something?
Yes. There's going to be some guardrails strung all the way down the quarter mile against the chain link fence. So in the event something should happen, we can contain the car.
A little backstory is that the California Hot Rod NHRA, California Hot Rod Reunion, last year was the 25th annual one.
That's right.
And I'll say it, Blake probably won't say it. There probably wasn't
I'll say
a
it, they
lot
screwed
of,
up.
there were a lot of very, very unhappy people,
Yes.
from racers to Cackle Fest participants.
Yes.
And when you PO your Cackle cars, which is kind of what the thing was built on, you done wrong. And long story short, there were some things. First, they couldn't fire up the Cackle cars.
Right.
Well,
in the pit area. Yeah.
Well, which is the whole show.
Right.
And then the next thing is the Cackle Fest is basically, which is recreated or restored front motor dragsters from days of yesteryears.
Yes.
You used to push them up the return road
from reverse
like
from the scoreboards up.
And they would come to life, and they'd drive them out on the drag strip, and they'd start parking there, and they'd cackle till basically they ran out of fuel.
Exactly.
And it started with 8 or 12 cars and grew to about 80. So
80,
it kind of got out of hand.
Yeah.
But NHRA came last year, no fire-ups in the pits, and basically everybody fired up in the pits anyway.
They did anyway.
And then they did their Cackle Fest, but they didn't push them up the return road.
Yeah.
They pushed them up the drag strip, but they stopped about halfway up and went backwards. So most of the people in the stands didn't see anything.
Didn't even see it.
So the amount of
backlash
was tremendous.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see it's going to be fixed this year.
They
Hopefully
understand.
it hasn't caused irreparable harm.
Yeah, and just So everyone's clear that it's not the track's decision on how they handle that. And everyone, most people know that. It's not our call. We rent the track to NHRA, and they made the call. And they've admitted they wasn't right, and they're going to fix it, and they're really working hard to mend the the gaps there.
The guardrail between the fence, which is a good idea.
It's going to parallel the fence all the way down to our scoreboard from our tower.
So now you've got a safety
little barrier there,
a little
just in
safety
case.
barrier in case, because pushing there things can go wrong.
Stuff can
when
happen.
You start a nitro car.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
Face it. I mean, there's pictures from the old days of station wagons over the top of the back of the car and stuff, because there's an art to that.
Yes, there is.
So, but it's good news that that's going to be back.
So it's going to be a good event. Yeah.
Good event.
They're really going to make some strides to make it a lot better.
And a lot of racing, and from August on, September, October, a lot of racing.
November,
And also, real quickly, we've just got a few seconds here, but I expect there's going to be a bigger social media presence on Auto Club Famosa Raceway in the near future, correct?
We've actually going to be Rob Gibson, who does it now, is sort of stepping back. His real job that pays the bills is just really, they're doing well. His company's doing, not his, the one he works for is doing well. He's just got to dedicate a lot more time, maybe looking at a relocation in maybe a year or two for him. So we're bringing on quite a few people to handle that. So you're going to see different people contributing to our website and doing the social, the Instagram, the tweeting, stuff that I don't do.
Which Blake doesn't do, but God bless him.
Yeah. I've never posted anything into the public in my life.
But that's good news. You got to be out there, out at the forefront, and have more people involved in doing it. And as you said, Rob's got his real job. He's got his real job, but he's going to certainly help us transition into this. And you're going to see a lot more of our we've been doing some live streaming. We've actually live streamed the first two street tuners. And again, big thanks to Auto Club of Southern California. They are making this happen for us. They're helping us out with the expenses on this thing. So it's good to see. And good deal out there from Oso.
Yep.
And we'll be back next week, talk more about what's coming up, and then you roll into your season again. So
be ready to go.
Coming by.
You bet.
And thanks for watching the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. We'll be back next week with another segment.